Hello and welcome to my hangout. My name is Bunto Skiffler. This is called the Epic Green Vegan Workout Juice that I add BCAAs and Beta-Alanine with. Hope you're all doing well this week. The summer is winding down. I hope it's all been going well for you. Veganism opposed to meat eating, right? The question is, of course, you know, the morality. Okay, it's strangely enough, something like that, nutrition is approached with the morality standpoint. Um, in my case, I'm amoral. I'm just utilitarian. So I just sort of look at the nutritional, like, what I can use from veganism. And to me, veganism does make a lot more sense for this fact is as you get older, it seems to me that, you know, it's easy. You have to do things that are much more congruent and easier on your digestion. And greater intake of vegetables is one, definitely. Um, so far, I only eat like red meat once a week. And it's even from that point, it's even winding down. It's not so much that I've gone away from the taste of meat or anything. I still enjoy the taste of meat. It's just I just moving away from it as far as like the ability to digest the food easier. Could you hold on a second? I have to answer side chat. Okay, so that's the point I'm coming from. Vegetarian just for the sake of the utility. Um, the main thing that you all have to know is like the first thing that always comes up in the question is like, where are you going to get your protein, right? And of course, the vegan and the vegetarian will answer that there's adequate enough sources of protein within that diet, right? Sure. Okay, and then you can also supplement, right? And you don't have to, of course, when you're a vegetarian, you can still eat certain, I guess, animal or quasi animal products. But when you're a vegan, of course, you have to completely steer away from that. What I'm trying to say is with the vegetarian, you can supplement your protein, that way, almost synthetically. But the vegan, of course, you have to stick to your legumes and other, you know, beans, protein sources like that. But the question is like this. Okay, first you think like there's this massive amount of protein that you would have to have, on a weekly or a daily level, to maintain healthy, you know, let's say, you're a workout, you're a very active person, but that's not true. It's sort of like if you go on YouTube, which I did, you can see only, the spectrum, right? You'll see some videos that say that that amount of protein consumption is a myth, right? I've seen it, and there's a very interesting individual called Alpha Destiny, which I invite all the listeners to just go check out his site, Alpha Destiny on YouTube, just a character. And to the other end of the spectrum, to where people think that just nothing but the meat, the paleo diet, which is I'm convinced that they're out of they're not rational as far as going that direction as far as meat consumption. Um, so it's dependent upon each individual. When you go in, you can have a certain amount of meat. Excuse me, a certain amount of protein. Excuse me, a certain amount of protein, to get you by for what you need to do. That's just the direction I think I'm going in. Now, just to clue you in as far as like the click for this is like I've been experimenting. Okay, when you're in workout and fitness, that they have the supplement industry, right, which is very interesting and intriguing. But I guess after like a year of studying it, you can see it's a lot of marketing for the supplement industry. And once you learn a certain thing, and that's a good thing that we have YouTube, that you can see the alternative points of view that you can derive or derivative of what exactly you want to go at as far as supplements, right? And also you can research Google and the wiki and all sorts of, the medical sources to see if these supplements are on the up and up. Now, just a quick aside, just a baseline, like many of you have seen what happened to Dr. Oz, right? Where somebody comes forth, with a major league acclaim of saying that something has, that your solution is in a pill, that you just take this pill and you're right with it. And then you could see how quickly he fell, as far as what his assertions were about, all sorts of stuff, that green coffee bean extract and Garcinia Camboa. I mean, herbal supplements have their place, right? There are herbal supplements that do work, but if you saw at the beginning of this year that they had a discovery, I believe it was in from the New York Times, or whatever, that many of the herbal supplements that they sell at the major stores like GNC or Walgreens, CVA, that they're not on the level, that they're frauds, they're phony supplements. You can look on the news for that herbal supplements aren't what they are, what they're supposed to be. But there are some herbal supplements that I'll put that in another video, that I would suggest you trying. But what I'm trying to say for here is that what you need to do is you do need to do some research. Maybe not throw your money at the supplement industry. That's what I'm getting at right off the bat. But you can do some research and see what makes sense to you, what you can see results of, right? And one thing is, of course, the amino acids. That there's a certain amount of amino acids that you can take through pill or through powder that can assist you in your fitness and your activity, workout goals. And of course, BCAA is one. And I know that there's some vegans that are adverse to BCAAs, just anything that is amino synthetic, they're against the supplements. They want everything to be, vegetable based, organic. Fine. But I'm not there yet. These proper amino acids that they can, synthesize in a laboratory can help you in your workout. And you can get them from Amazon at a significant discount, and then add them to stuff that you can get at your grocery store that is green. Okay, that's really the point of this hangout. Hello, how you doing? Anyway, what I've noticed is that they have a green juice that you can buy in a box at my HEB store. It's in the chilled section, and that you can just put it in your blender and mix it with whatever, vegetables or fruits that you want, and it comes out, and it's really quite good, right? So what I mean for the Epic Green Juice is you'd use that as your base. It's a box of chilled things, and it's about as, like, I guess the bottle of juice, green juice, goes for about over two something dollars, maybe up to $3. It's just a little bottle, right? Well, this is a pretty big box that you can get for the same amount of money, so you're getting a bigger bang for your buck. And then with that base, you go ahead and mix in the BCAAs that you can get through, the labs that they have on Amazon. And they have, I use this one called Midwest Nutrition from Amazon for my BCAAs, and just $16 for about 500 grams of BCAAs, a couple of scoops in there. And then I also use Beta-Alanine for just a little bit for a pick-me-up. It's like a kind of histamine type additive that if you look at Beta-Alanine, they've had some credibility success with them, called pre-workouts, that you can buy off the shelf, and they are expensive. But and for this hangout, what I'm trying to say is you could roll your own. You can make your own intro workout that I use, because I have a very long workout now. If you do something, let's suppose you got into some sort of endeavor or effort where you work for like a day, and you work a day to exhaustion, right? And then you do that for a couple days, and then maybe you do that for a week, right, for exhaustion, and then you start doing that to a month, and then you start month until finally you're over a year of just doing this thing every day to exhaustion. That's pretty much what I've been doing for my workouts. And what is the utility in that? What is the use? thing is that it does make you stronger, I'll say, but there's still, I just, many people, just my humility, that are stronger than me at the gym still. But it does make you stronger, and also it changes your mind. Also the big thing about changing your life and getting into fitness and starting to, get more active is that you do want to change your life, and it opens your mind. It'll open your mind to seeing other points of view that maybe you weren't seeing when you were just sort of, in a haze, blinded of inactivity. You can detect people that are pussies quicker. I mean, this is why I say it's like this. It's like, people that go home, people that throw you out of circles, people that block you, people that mute your mic, people that turn it off. You can see that people are like weak in their position and their standing, that they just don't have the fortitude to hear your side or hear other people's side. To listen. Like if you see the conversations sometimes that go around here where people, will be talking and then somebody else will talk over them, and then, how that goes. It's sort of like they just don't have the fortitude, of course, the courtesy to listen to the other person's viewpoint. But if you start, some other activity where you're just working yourself to exhaustion, to the point every day of knowing that you left it at the gym or you left it at your workplace, it'll change you. You'll be able to look at other things with, greater insights. Why the long workout? Because it's sort of like a rave or a dance. You just want to enjoy the thing. You want to leave it at the gym. It's like painting, extended. It's sort of like I see some people go to the gym for like 45 minutes and then go home, and it's sort of like, I guess they achieve what they want. Somehow I just tell myself, well, that was quick. I guess, you can't, like, I'm trying to think of the analogy I just gave you of painting. Like you just paint something for 45 minutes and you stop and you call it a day. I mean, to me, it'd be like, you paint until the painting's done or you abandon it, you just don't put it on the clock. There's all sorts of people, it's just in the activity of the gym. It's like, sure, you are doing your own workout, but you're also like, being a part of other people's, lives and whatever they're asking you that day. So, there's a lot to do for a long workout. But for the long workout, you're going to need to have some sort of drink or, like, what'd you say, a fuel source. And this green juice that I just mentioned with you, you take the box of that, put it in a blender, mix in some BCAAs, a good healthy couple of scoops, and some scoop of Beta-Alanine, mix it up, put it in a thermos and bring it to you. That'll give you at least, 5 or 6 drinks of stuff that'll carry you out a 4-hour workout, activity. You have to do that. I mean, that's something that I learned. It's like you just can't get by 3 hours of drinking from the drinking fountain or from a thermos. I mean, from a water bottle. You can't have water for like 3 hours. You got to have some sort of energy drink. Let me see, what else can I offer you? There's other concoctions that I've come up with, like, to save money. Okay, you may have heard of the protein powders that you can buy. They are pricey and they are easy and quick, for what they do, right? But you can make your own. I believe you can make your own protein powder. This is adequately. If you can, you figure out the ingredients that you want. Let's say that you want a certain amount of protein. You can derive that from cottage cheese, which I do as a filler, in the blender, and oats. Also, you can, it depends on what you're really after as far as your protein drink. You do need protein, right? You can get that from your food, from your eating of your food. But if you want recovery, you probably have to buy something like glutamine, which is, it's, I don't know what it is. It's something, it turns into glutathione, and then the glutathione is what aids your muscles, keeping with the glycogen, glutamine. And glutamine you can get pretty affordably. Eat that at night, with the pudding that you can make yourself, like out of cottage cheese and pears and maybe some oats, put some glutamine in there. Also, you can get the powdered peanut butter. What's good about the powdered peanut butter is, when you're at that point, you're looking for taste. Like you get the cottage cheese, the pears, the oats. You want it to taste maybe like something, right? At that point, you can, I was just thinking, I'll say one thing at a time. Let's say you want chocolate banana, and then you remove the pears and put in the banana and put chocolate almond milk. Or if you want that peanut buttery taste like this is peanut butter, use peanut butter powder. And the good thing about the peanut butter powder, is that it has much less fat, and it's just a taste thing. So it has some protein, so it's like a taste additive that has protein, so it's handy that way. And you can use these puddings with glutamine, at nighttime to, get you going, get your recovery that night. The protein, you can get the protein powders. There are good protein powders. But I think, if let's say if you really had to pinch your price, if you really had to come in for price, you might make your own with oats. But a good protein powder would be like that Jarrow's. I use unflavored protein, so you can, mix it in so many flavors you want. Let me see. What other things? Veganism interests me now. I believe, I can't just jump in at this point, and give up meat. Not that I wouldn't mind doing that, but the thing is that I live with another person I have to take care of. There's just, I know I can't sell her on veganism. But I know I'm gonna go pretty vegetarian or very veganish as time goes by, because I'm just moving that direction. But I don't look at it as a morality issue. I look at it more as nutrition. I guess more selfishly for a nutritional outlook. Well, it was just an idea for this hangout that I just offered you. Things that you could use, like saving money on supplements. Look into Amazon and just look for certain, supplements that you're after. You might look at the ingredients of like the protein and shakes that you want, but for me, it's just you need BCAAs for the workout, and and I advise glutamine or beta-alanine to some for workout endurance. But hey, good luck to you and have a good night.